Shaq Slimmer.
Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm in the money, not law. I'm in the paper stacking up. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Shawty, get out of your feelings. I'm busy and focused on making a million. Concentrated on making a killing. Please, Shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Shawty, get out of your feelings. Ain't no time for you. Please, Shawty, get out of your feelings. Out of your feelings.
Snodge book.
Shawty, get out of your feelings.
I told her get out of her feelings. I had to get out of my feelings. Cause ain't no money in there.
Rush that.
That motherfucker decided to just turn around, huh? That motherfucker hitting blocks in his neighborhood.
Yeah, bro. He funny, bro. He on, I don't know. Like I said, that's that iPhone. Because how the fuck you land at an airport and your iPhone say that you 10 minutes away from me, and you in a whole nother city, nowhere close, 4 hours away.
Oh, he was at the wrong airport.
Yeah, his phone, I guess, said he was at the St. Paul airport, but that St. Paul airport ain't like that's right up the street from me. That's like close. He all the way in Grand Forks, bro. Grand Forks is 4 hours away, nigga. So you couldn't have been at this.
What, did he go to the wrong airport?
I don't know. I think I don't know, bro.
I don't know how you get there, bro. You just can't get a whole airport wrong.
I don't know, nigga. I don't know, bro.
Man,
I don't
in
know.
a whole another country, man.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. This nigga, he funny as shit, bro. I love him to death, but
Yeah.
his sense of direction is horrible.
I think the more technology we have, the worse motherfucker get with it, man.
Yeah. Because it's hard. Like it's hard for us to. You're so used to like technology just giving you the answer,
Right.
so that when you got to put a little bit of thought into it, if you ain't really like, I feel sorry for these motherfuckers because motherfuckers that don't know how to use compasses and use a map.
We have what we had, MapQuest. You
got all
that shit out.
I remember when we was young. Yeah, you gotta like. I remember when we was young, we didn't have any of these like social apps that help you find places. You just had to know how to get to a motherfucking spot.
Hey, you gotta remember, you had to have landmarks.
Yeah, you gotta have landmarks and remember. So, but it's cool. I wanted to see my nigga, bro. I was super excited, but shout out to my nephew, man. You know, he
lost.
Yeah, but what's been good with you though, man?
Shit, man. I be watching my videos, I be seeing motherfucker move out the country and retire and shit. So I'm just ready to retire, man. I'm ready to like hang up my jersey and just be a shitbag.
That nigga say, yeah, you done had enough. It's time to give up this military. You done gave him your 20 plus years.
And thing about it though, like usually like what usually keep me going, like when you have people to provide service for, like when I have like my guys that I work with on a meal with, then I'm like, okay, I have a person. But when I'm just working when I'm like a 1-on-1, I'm just working by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So me, I don't give a fuck with it. Now, I got people that I see, like especially like the younger bucks I see. I like to see them advance and get to where I can see them get to whatever. Then they get me perfect. They're like, okay. Now I'm just by myself. I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My favorite word, I don't give a fuck about that.
And you almost done though, bro. You know how it is. When you start to get closer, bro, you get a little more like, damn, bro, this shit need to hurry up. Like, god damn, this shit taking forever. Be like, let's get this shit popping, bro. So I know, bro. You still like, but like, before you know it's gonna be here though, nigga. That's the crazy part. Before you know it's gonna be time, and you're gonna be doing your re-enlistment.
Nah, cause thing about it though. I'm at a point where like they got so much stuff, like especially the military, they got so much stuff going on, extra stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of
and
shit going on.
I'm just not subscribing to it, man. I'm not.
It's a lot of shit going on. Yeah. It's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of shit going on, especially in the military. It's so much shit going on.
You know, you got some motherfucker that be like, my bad, cut you off, but you know how motherfucker be like, oh, I'm ready to do this or this, and it kind of like they trying to switch their way into advancement or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be like, yeah, but they like, I don't give a fuck about it, nigga. When I say I'm ready, I'm ready.
You ready?
I don't give a fuck what you offer. I don't want it.
Yeah, whatever you can offer me. I'm good. I'm done. I done did my time.
And thing about it, and you look at it, like I be talking about, why so early? I've been doing this shit 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've been doing that
So,
shit
and that's
20
one of the
years.
beauty that I do appreciate about this job here is like you can do 20 years, do this, and you can just chill. Most motherfuckers you
Yeah,
gotta go 50 and 60 or whatever,
60.
then
Yeah,
you can retire, whatever. But here you have the beauty of getting your 20 years and doing what you want to do. And depending on how you plan after that, if you go back to the States or whatever, you might get another job or have to another work, and some people get a second retirement. I mean, but it's a way you can. It depends on which state you're in, but again, it's harder and harder to do that. But if you choose like a overseas location, it's very possible to just retire, and you
retire,
may
and that's
still
what I
have a
say. Yeah,
job.
yeah,
Yeah, you may get a
retire,
job just for
retire.
entertainment. Cause
Just
when
because
you
you ain't got
when you
shit to do.
retire, yeah, when you retire, you still gotta have shit to do just to like keep you going and appears ways to wake up for you
Yeah,
to just be doing shit.
that's why I said, bro, you need to open up your little like some kind of shit, like a bar, a little store, some shit like that. You know, just to keep you
Yeah.
busy.
Right, and that you know what I'm saying. I'm looking into other stuff to do or whatever, but like it's like the place I'm thinking about going. I know it like it's politics with that when you open up a business when you dealing with
Yeah,
this. But the beauty of like this job is like you connect it, you network. You know what I'm
you can
saying?
network. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
So that's why I was saying
So
like we was talking earlier about you gotta leave your home to grow,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, to grow. Yeah,
Cause when you home, you're limited to how your peers and everybody in your environment sees you, whatever. So once you leave the environment, you're able to have unlimited growth.
yeah,
Cause now people just give you a blank space. You can be whatever you want to be
yeah.
to
You
them.
could be
Everybody
whatever you
want
want
to
to be.
hold you back
Exactly.
or whatever.
You
And
ain't
people
got
be
nothing to
more
hold you back.
willing to boost you up. Even
Facts.
your if they're holding you down, they want you to stay to where we see it. We know you as this. You will never be more than
Yeah, yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
That's why you gotta move out of there. So where motherfucker like, oh, you can tell motherfucker I'm a fucking banker, investor, or whatever the fuck. Oh, okay. Well, did you know? And thing about the resources unlimited. You know what I'm saying? When you get out of that space and you start in search for something greater, I remember tell my homeboy this: like, once you get out there and step out that branch and start being in search of something in regard to your purpose, like doors start open up for you.
Facts. Facts.
You do not know what's going on, but you just know, hey, when you in search for this, but the
Hmm.
opportunities start open up for it, start coming for you.
And when you have a
Yeah.
purpose, it make it more. It's easy to stay focused. When you don't have a
Right.
purpose, you can easily lose track of yourself. And
Yep.
a purpose gives you it's like that guideline. It's like, okay, I'm not saying that you have to stay on this line, but listen, you know,
Right.
this is what you could do to go this way. Now you could divvy off other ways because depending on what you want to do with your life. And I'm not saying that because I was talking to my homeboy, because he having little situations. I was like, bro,
Right.
you need to have your son find his purpose. Like every man, and I agree with you. Like every man need a purpose. I
Right.
don't care what that purpose is, but you need a purpose because it keeps you grounded. It keeps
Right.
you with your
It
head
keeps
on.
you going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
don't give you. You don't make you a wasted talent. You know what I'm
yeah, yeah,
saying?
exactly. You don't want to waste your talents or wait too long to use your talents
Right.
because there's an expiration date on every fucking thing. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of move and move to it. And so like I tell people all the time, bro, I'm not sitting here saying like everybody's not gonna be stupid rich. I'm not saying that your goal has to be stupid rich. If your goal is to get a wife, get a good job, settle down, house, that's your purpose. Cool. But at least you have one. But if a nigga just out here taking it, oh, I just take it day by day and whatever happened, cause listen, you're gonna be out here wondering. And I'm not saying that that's bad. Some people built for that. Some people just built to wonder the world and just go with the flow.
But that
But
usually that could be also a purpose. Usually, once you achieve and done it,
exactly, that's what I just about to say. That's
then
usually
you
when you
go
done
get
after
back
you
to
achieve
doing
what you
better.
needed to do, and now you
Yeah.
could just wander the world because you living your best life. But you
Right.
have to put some kind of energy out there to get some energy back, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying? You
I
got to
think
put
as
something out
men,
there.
we naturally used to being used.
Yeah,
We pay a debt to society of contributing to the world.
yeah.
And before
Because
we
it looked
started,
bad as man. That
right.
looked bad on man if you not did something to contribute to the world. Now we're gonna look bad on you.
Hmm.
So
Like
yeah,
you not doing your part. It's
you
normal
ain't doing
for
your
us to
part.
hold each other down like you're not doing your
Yeah,
part.
you're just not doing your part.
You know what I'm
You ain't
saying?
doing it.
And that's why, like I said, men, if we somewhere and the motherfucker doing this, doing that, if I don't know nothing about what y'all doing, well, shit, let me hold this. Let me do
Yeah.
this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Let me contribute some type of
something. Like,
way
yeah, let me do
to
something to
this.
help it
You know
out.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's a man. But that's what
Right.
men do.
Yeah.
Because men never, and I feel like men, we appreciate shit. So if you go somewhere and it's like, damn, they don't really need me, they be like, bro, we got this. You still gonna be like, bro, that shit. We might as well do it together because we'll get it done faster. I don't want to just be here the only person not doing nothing.
I hold a flashlight.
Yeah, let me do something, bro. Don't let me just out here. That's how real men are. Real men like that.
We have to be used. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, we want to be useful.
That's why
Yeah.
I say like that's why it don't really bother us like when we have a situation where a woman only use you for money, this net with us.
Yeah.
And
That shit don't
we're
bother.
not really faded by that. You know what I'm saying? It's not an issue being used. We used to being used. We here to be used. But as I say, the key word is being misused.
Yeah, and it's the stipulation of that you're trying to use my resources, but I can't use what you have.
Right.
So we're not gonna do this. I understand that I'm supposed to be used, but you can't say, oh, you could use me, but I can't use you. Nah, nigga, it don't work that way. You got to give up something too. I'm giving up my resources. You got to give up something. Exactly. And women, and like I said, most men know that. So it's not, and I feel like we know that without having to be taught because the world has taught us. Like, just living life, you realize that, damn, niggas ain't gonna let you get away with shit.
We come
just even,
it, but check this out, like once you hit high school and you start like getting your little spurt, you know what I'm saying, little teenage spurt, and start smelling yourself or whatever, it's automatic training us. You gonna have to show some type of worth.
Yeah.
Even if your mom be like, by the time you start doing something, contributing some of these bills or this net, whatever. The world trained you before you even have a chance to decide on. You gotta have some type of purpose. You gotta have some type of purpose to the world. They let you know you're not just gonna be here and do nothing. So we already know before, by the time we hit that teenage 13 little sprout or whatever, we already know we're gonna have to have some type of purpose. So it never not a moment where we not knowing we have to have some type of skill, some type of fucking service to the world.
Exactly.
To provide.
Exactly. And it is just like it's fucked up because a lot of these men, especially this younger generation of men, they don't want to be of use if it doesn't benefit them. Like, men are getting to the point where now it's like, okay, yeah, I know I got to be used, but guess what? If I'm gonna be used, I'm gonna be used the way I want to be used, and I'm gonna let this person who I want to use me. I'm not just going, because back in the days, the one thing about men, we'll settle. Facts. Like, I know we say women settle, but men settle more because we realize, okay, I know I'm not gonna be able to get this, so I'm gonna just deal with this because she's straight. It feel right, and we gotta stop doing that because we'll take toxic women because because they look good or something, and we'll and listen, I'm guilty. I ain't fuck around. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, but we gotta stop that, bro. And and we gotta kind of focus. And I'm not saying, because I see one girl, and I meant to say this. I see one girl post on our post. I can't remember her name. My sister said I need to start replying to these people. But it was one girl. She replied to the video of me saying that when you were saying that, hey, women don't really like men, and marriage ain't for men, and men should get married. And she said something like, yeah, you right, but I guess we all should just stop having kids and we all should just die out. And I'm like, women are so dramatic. Like, that was such a like, goddamn, because I said that men shouldn't be married.
You know why?
But she took it in. But the crazy part is, I didn't say that men shouldn't be married. I said that men shouldn't let women tell them when they should be married. That's what I said. I didn't say we shouldn't be married.
You shouldn't marry just because a woman want to be married.
Just because a woman want to be married, you shouldn't just go and be married to her. You should marry somebody who has the same, like, and I'm not saying the same goals. And like, and this, yeah, exactly. And I realized that me and my baby mama, like, we don't compliment each other. Right. So because we don't compliment each other, and she'll sit there and try to be like, oh, we need to come together. No, you don't want to come together. What you want is for me to do what you say. You want me to take your side because in your mind, you're right. Yeah. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not just going to agree with you just because you my baby mama and you say that I'm supposed to agree with you, and you trying to make it seem like women will make it seem like, and I shouldn't be bringing my baby mama shit into this, but I am. Fuck him. It's crazy how a motherfucker could sit there, bro, and ask you for help. My baby mama asked me for help. Hey, I need help. I said, nah, bro, I don't really want to help you out in that situation because you always screw me over. That I'm not gonna screw you over. Oh, I like, all right, because it has to deal with my son. So if I come to you, not because I want to, you come to me and say, hey, come, I need help with my kids, because I'm struggling, whatever. Cool. I get there. I ask you, what do you need me to do? I can, because like, first of all, I never not had a job, so I can go get a job. Oh, you don't need a job. I just need you to take care of these kids. Okay, I can go to school. Well, yeah, you can go to school, but I don't really need that. Boom. I get there. I start taking care of the kids.
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that? Like, I'm not making this up. But listen, I just had a conversation with my baby mama, and she said I was lying. She said that I'm tripping. I say, bro, you asked me to come, and she was like, I opened my doors to you. Bitch, you didn't open your doors for me. You needed my help. Stop acting like I was out there struggling and needed you. And she talking about, well, I opened my doors. No, nigga, see, that's your problem. It's always what you done. You can't see the fact that you need, and that's what women do. You needed me. I didn't come looking for you. You needed me. You said that you needed me. You need help. Now you're trying to make it seem like because you need my help, you're letting me see my son. You're not letting me do shit. You're the one who took my son away from me, nigga. So stop trying to make it seem. She trying to make it seem like she's doing something for me, nigga. You're not doing nothing for me. You letting me in your home, nigga. If you would have sent my son, like I told you, you could have sent my son to me. But you ain't gonna do that because you know, even back then, that if he left and came, he's not gonna want to come back. Fuck me stopping him from coming back. That nigga's not gonna want to come back. And you know that. That's why you went out that's why women go out their way doing spiteful shit. Just like this chick with Anthony Edwards. Y'all go have baby with niggas. Niggas really, niggas, like I told her, and I had to tell my son, I know it's fucked up, but I listen, bro, I never liked your mama like that. Your mama was on my dick. Like, and I know that's fucked up, but she been talking bad about me to this nigga. He's like, I just don't understand why mom hate you. I'm like, she hate me because I never wanted her. She wanted me. I didn't want her. But I didn't treat her bad because I didn't want her. I tried to let her know. I knew, like I said, Jaden, think about this. I knew your mama for almost 4 or 5 years before me and her even messed with each other. I had plenty of opportunities to mess with her. I kept turning her down because she wasn't my type. But after, like I said, Jaden, one thing about it is, after a while, when you got somebody constantly pressuring you, going to be like, and I shouldn't have done it, but I was like, yeah, I'm still a man. So after a while, it's just like, fuck it, I'm going to give you what you're asking for. But it wasn't for her to get pregnant, but she fucked around and got pregnant. Okay, so it was nobody's fault, whatever. I still feel like she did what she did, but we don't got to talk about this on that podcast. But I'm just saying, women do this shit. But then, like, to this day, like, I just had a conversation with her today, and this bitch had the nerve to make it seem like she was helping me out. I'm like, how the fuck are you helping me out, bro? You asked me to come live with you. I was straight. Yeah, I'm not going to act like I ain't been in trouble with the law. I've been in trouble with the law. Bro, I'm a hood nigga. I done shit. Yeah. But don't make it seem like I was in trouble and then I called you for the jail phone like, hey, baby, I'm locked up. No, nigga. That's not what happened. You reached out to me. You reached out to my mom. My mom let you know that, hey, he's in jail right now. All of a sudden now you want to be somebody that helped me. I actually turned away to help at first. My mom was like, you keep begging me to help me out because you had an agenda. Your agenda was to make people believe that I needed you because she wants me to need her. But, like, you're not going to sit here and play me in my face like I'm obsessed with you and I've been on you. No, nigga, you've been on my dick. You talk about me all the time. And women are so weird because if you don't fuck with a nigga, you don't like a nigga, you shouldn't be having this much memory. You know, don't let this nigga take up that much memory in your brain space. I don't let my baby mamas take up that much memory in my brain space. So, but women, they need that shit, bro. And like I said, bro, women are weird. And but this is, it makes me realize that why would I want a woman? Why would I want to pay for a woman to stay and aggravate the fuck out of me? I'd much rather pay a bitch to leave. And that's just me. And I know I got trauma, bro. I'm not going to sit here and make it say,
but we all do. We all got trauma.
But am I sitting here saying that I wouldn't love to find some woman that me and her could just lock in and boom, we good? Yeah. You know how many ugly ducklings you got to go through to find that shit, man? after a while, you be like, fuck it, bro. I might as well just get money and fuck hoes. At least the bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm for relationships.
Come with you the most though.
But that's what I'm saying. I get the most hate.
The importance of your purpose. When you're not focused on that and you focus on your purpose, that's when the distraction comes.
That's when the distractions come, bro. Like, goddamn, I'm trying to focus on school, nigga, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's the finals. I'm around at my finals, and I'm like, damn. And like I said, my other baby mama, and like, but it's so crazy because this is what's weird. If the podcast that I put out saying that my baby mama's looking for my destruction, it's crazy how I put that out, and then now all of a sudden the women say I'm the narcissist, I'm the toxic one, but yet my baby mamas are reaching out to me. Now, if I was such a fucked up ass nigga and I'm just this horrible narcissist, why would these people be reaching out to me? Because usually if you're fucked up and you're just this horrible person, you try to stay as far away from that person as possible.
Also, I gotta add this as well, though. Like, how often is it when a woman break up with a person, with a man, that man was a good man?
No, exactly. It's so weird that whenever women break up with a man, that man just like I said, all of a sudden I'm just the worst nigga in the world.
Cause man, we able to when we break up or whatever, we done with a female. We able to play that. Yeah, I fucked up. Yeah,
I fucked up. Yeah, bro. Come on, listen, bro. You know me. I'm like, yeah, bro. I probably should have done that. Hey, listen, and I'm not gonna call their names, but I know some of my baby mamas are hoes. I know that. I'm not gonna say their name because I'm not trying to judge them. But I accepted them for being hoes.
Hold on, wait for the audience. You guys audience that don't know what hoes are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just saying, I don't think just because you sleep with men, you're a hoe. My definition of hoe is if you're willing to sleep with the men in the same group. Like if you fucking with me and then you go fuck with another nigga and you know that we know each other, we locked in. Not saying that it's a problem, but if you know if you're doing it out of spite, you know how you're doing things. Like everything has context. So if you're doing things out of spite because this nigga made you mad, so I'm gonna go sleep with his homeboy just to make him mad, yeah, that's some hoe ass shit. You would tell a nigga that shit. Like if a nigga was sleeping with his ex-girlfriend friend just to be spiteful, you a hoe ass nigga for that. I'll tell a nigga that. Like, yeah, bro, you on some hoe. I wouldn't be mad at it.
So my definition is different than that. I call that an old dirty ass bitch. You old dirty ass.
Dirty.
Hey, like old boy said, you ain't have to give me back like that.
Like that? Yeah, you ain't got to get me back like that.
That cut
yeah.
deep. Old dirty ass bitch.
Women go ahead at your heartstring.
My thing of is just a motherfucker that fuck a shitload of motherfucking dudes.
Yeah.
That's my definition of hoe. But
yeah, I think
also, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate an honest hoe.
Yeah.
If you're an honest hoe, you appreciate it. If you able to, cause you'll be the coolest motherfucker.
Exactly.
I met one before, like, oh, they just admit they know, like, oh shit, I was out here hoeing. You know what I'm saying? I was out here doing this in the street, whatever, selling this, that, whatever. I appreciate your honesty. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not shaming you.
Honest hoe. Cause they usually cool as fuck and they honest. So most women not honest. Yeah. Most women, the typical women that try to say face, you can offer them exactly what they want.
Exactly.
You want to fuck the other nigga, you want to be like, hey, cool.
Yeah, cool.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But they still gonna be like, oh, I don't want that.
It's not enough.
I don't want you to be anybody else. But
yeah.
I don't even want you. I only want to be with you. I don't want this and that. I'm tired of these guys. You know, y'all always say, I'm tired of these guys. These guys ain't nothing, blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
And you try to convince this motherfucker to give you a relationship. And then you give you a relationship, and then you still do that. Like, yo, why would you ever a relationship when you only can qualify to handle what motherfucker was offering you? Like, you only want to control things. Like, you don't know what the fuck you want. You just know you say, oh, this is what the trend is, so let me adopt that and apply it to my lifestyle, and now that's what I want. But you want to do this thing about it, you lack guidance. As I say before, y'all are terrible, horrible decision makers.
And then they emotional. They horrible decisions. Then they let emotions. And like I said, bro, I'm not even in the business of keep bringing up women, but you know that's who we fuck with. I fuck with women, so like
That's who we love.
I can't help but to tell you that. But like the one thing I know is that motherfuckers, like, I'm not the one, bro. Like, and like motherfuckers think that I feel bad. I don't feel bad. Like, and I told my baby mama this. I said, like, and women, and it's not just my baby mama, it's any woman. Women can never make me feel bad about myself. A woman could never say something and I take it as, you know what, she hit on that. The fuck what you say, bitch? Like, I know that sounds fucked up, but that's really how I feel in my head. Like, man, ain't nobody give a fuck about what you talking about, because why would you? What you eat don't make me shit. So however you feel about me, ain't putting money in my pocket, ain't keeping a roof over my head, ain't making me nothing, bro. So I can't care enough about what enough. And like I be telling these women that, like, man, I don't care, bro. Like, women want you to care, though. That's the problem. Women want you to care, especially about shit that they care about. So especially with me, I'm real nonchalant. Like, I don't like to argue, even though I like to argue. We can have a debate, we can conversate, but I don't like even today, like, I'm Courtney, I don't want to argue with you, but you just be talking, bro, and she be saying shit, and it's like, you're delusional, nigga. Who was here? What are you talking about? Because she act like, I hate when a motherfucker act like you wasn't there with them when this shit was going on. Like nigga,
I can see you.
Yeah, you nigga, do you know I was there? Do you know that I know these niggas longer than all of these niggas? So nothing these niggas could tell me about you. And I'm gonna be like, oh, because I know you haven't changed, bro. And that's why she get mad. She be like, you know, women like to be like, oh, you believe them over me. No, the problem is you're delusional. You think that none of this, that you ain't did nothing wrong. You just doing everything right. No, you're not. You're a horrible. You're traumatized. These women don't realize how much they traumatize men. Women, y'all cut up. Y'all act a certain way.
They enjoy that shit though.
Exactly. But then you love a toxic nigga. You'll sit here and brag about a nigga being, you love it. But then when a nigga be toxic with your ass, now all of a sudden you hate that shit. Who want to keep playing these games with women?
All misogynistic and shit.
And that's but women don't understand. Women want to play this game of cat and mouse. Women want you to chase them. And ain't no nigga got no time to be chasing no women when you chasing money. Like, how the fuck can I can't chase you and chase money and spend the money that I got chasing you.
Here's the thing though, right? Nobody, that's why they don't respect, they want you to chase them, but they're not gonna respect you if you chase
Exactly. They don't, they're not gonna respect
you. You're chasing and it's hooked on your purpose. That's why when you start chasing women, you lose.
You lose, yeah.
And all that shit. Once you chase your purpose on par with your purpose and what you got going on in life, and you realize that they're a distraction, you don't have to chase them. They start chasing you.
But think about it. How many women celebrate women who do good by men? They rarely get celebrated.
They get crucified.
But let Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla and come talk crazy about a nigga, that's y'all love. And I'm not mad at them because but like I said, women are the consumers. So yeah, niggas listen to rap, but we not going to their concerts. We not buying their shit. Women are. So guess why? The reason Future popular is because of bitches. Future get to say that he don't love you hoes. He just want to buy y'all shit. Y'all eat that shit up. So because you don't care about being respected when the money's involved. And that's why I say I can't take what women say at face value.
I seen one video, it was shit.
You'll change for $1, bro. Women, and that's why I try to say, and I'm not trying to speak, and because I feel like if a nigga would change for some money, any nigga that'll go out here and just give up all your morals, nigga, give up your standards for some paper, bro. You, like, I can't trust you because I don't know, because there's a price. There's always a price that you're willing to pay. You can sit here and tell you me love you all the way. But that's what I'm saying. So for the right price, you'll do some hoe ass shit. That's how women are. For the right price, like Future said, oh, your girl don't like girls? Just give me let me spend a little money on you. Like Drake done said it. 500,000, you better be mine. It's like, spend it because that's what your price is. And women think that, oh, because a nigga willing to spend that on you, that's what you're worth. No. Some niggas don't mind blowing money. Some niggas just buy shit just because. That don't mean that you a $50,000 bid. That just mean that nigga didn't give a fuck about the 50 and you was there. Okay,
That
boom,
just
you
mean
got
that
it.
mother guy had extra money to waste, and you was on it when he was wasting.
Yeah, but so when you and I'm a man, and the crazy part, it's wild that I'm saying this because I don't give a fuck about being in relationships. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But I know for a fact that I'm not stupid though. I know for a fact that ain't no nigga want to be with it. I don't care how much men care about using their resources for a bitch. No nigga just want to keep using his resources for a bitch,
Exactly.
and they
And
not
not be
giving
appreciated for it.
and not be appreciated, not be wanted for that shit. Yeah, you'll still do it because at the end of the day, niggas, we know that shit. My boss don't appreciate me half the time. I still got to go to this motherfucker. So we'll treat that in like a lot of situations. But don't think that a nigga don't want a happy house with a woman that really enjoy being with him, because that's gonna make him spend more. If you really love this nigga, instead of chasing this nigga for money, and you really fuck with this nigga for fucking with this nigga, he gonna spend more. He gonna go above and beyond to get more because you really
And
fuck
there's
with him.
some women that realize that and they pay that.
And they the ones that get more. Exactly.
Yep.
They the ones that get more. And I'm just like, it's so much other shit to be worried about in the world, bro, than the little petty shit that we got. But like, think about this, bro. The more and more you look at the world, women are becoming more and more nastier, spiteful, dirty, anything to get some money. And then they want us to look at them like they good people. You every time we try to be like, nah, women ain't all that bad. Women good.
You know
They
what's
love
crazy
niggas.
though? Just add a content to that. You say they'll do all that for money, whatever. But then on the
Yeah.
flip side, they try to act like your money don't matter.
Exactly. But you see what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting to. The shit just don't, and this is why I can't deal with women, because they live in a world of where shit don't make sense. And then they want you to live in that world with them of shit don't make sense.
They live in that Disney era.
Yeah, you want me to give a fuck about your feelings, but you don't give a fuck about my feelings unless I'm doing something for you. But if I wasn't doing nothing for you, you wouldn't give a fuck about my feelings. And then like, I feel bad for the women who really do fuck with niggas and they love niggas and they get treated bad. I'm not sitting here saying that men don't fuck over women. Yes, it's true. But I can't talk about them niggas because I'm not that. Like, listen, I can't talk about niggas because I don't fuck with niggas like that. I think niggas go do some shit. Hey, that's that nigga business. Of course, we can laugh and joke about it because we all got an opinion. Right. But I got to talk about women because that's what I deal with. When I'm ready to go lay down with somebody, I'm finna go lay down with a woman. So guess what? I have to worry about what this woman is doing because this is the person I'm finna lay down with. Bruh, I'm so done with fucking with bitches, bruh. I don't even want soul ties locked to these hoes. I be not wanting to even have sex with these hoes, bruh, because I'm scared that I'm scared that, bruh, what kind of trauma this bitch got? She finna bring some extra trauma baggage, and yes, she bad. She look good, but you know, most of the time when you look good, some come with it. You got some kind of, and women will sit there, hide their trauma, then they trauma leak out on you. You speak to them about it, then they want to be the victim. Like, oh well, you know, I'm going through this. Well, why you ain't say this shit? Why am I finding out now? Like, we could have been said. Maybe we could have. Oh well, I didn't want you to judge. Man, shut that, man. We adults, bro. Ain't nobody perfect.
Lead with your fucking problems.
Yeah, lead with your fucking problems. Exactly. Lead with your fucking problems.
Whenever I have a chick hit me up out of nowhere and ask me how I've been and how I'm doing,
yeah,
I'm just waiting on the kicker.
I'm waiting. You already know. Yeah, what you want.
So I know you don't give a fuck about my day.
I know you don't want.
Fuck how I've been.
And you know, we know they don't want us. I know you don't want me. What you want?
Just tell me what you need me to. What kind of bind you need me to unbind you in?
Exactly. But then they get mad, Bo, if you talk to them like that. Yeah. You talking to me like, well, ain't that's what you calling for? Yeah. How come only time I hear from you is when you need something? So what do you treat people that you when you got somebody like the bill collectors? You don't treat the bill collectors good when they call. You get tired when they be hitting your line. You don't like them debt collector people when they call you. You ain't giving them no good shit because you know they asking for money. But for some reason, women want niggas to be happy because they spending it on them. Oh, you should be happy that you're spending your hard-earned money and what you had to do.
You to spend it on me.
Exactly. I'm allowing you to spend your money on me because I look too good and I shouldn't even be with you because Wody, this nigga said that I'm a bad bitch, and from what the social media say, I'm this kind of person. But yeah, well, we know. All right, tell me if I'm wrong. Is it not more women on the planet than men?
Right.
So if it's more women on the planet than men, why ain't all you? It should be no. If women were such good people, every man should have a woman, and then there should just be straggler bitches walking around because every man is taken. There's no. Because
that's where it should be. But social media, now if they were check before social media, they had to deal with that reality. Social media is expanded and gave them this illusion. But they ain't body got comfort. There already more women than men, right? Then you gotta take away the men that marry. Then you gotta take away the men that's gay. Then you gotta take away the men that's racial. Then you gotta take away the men, cause now you women like certain type of men. Now you gotta take the men that's in shape. You gotta take the men that are a certain size. You gotta take the men that make a certain type of money.
Man, gotta be.
You gotta make a man certain. So now you down to like fucking 1 to 3% of men.
And that's what I'm saying. See, and they get mad at men because men, we not gonna cut down legs from under us. I don't care how ugly that bitch is. My dog, I might on the wrong night, I'm still gonna do that shit. But see, and then they'll sit, and then they'll make it seem like, oh, men don't got no standards. Yes, we do. But we realize that in a world where standards doesn't matter, nigga, standards doesn't matter. Yeah, I can have standards, but don't act like you ain't. And that's why I say women act like they ain't never not been. But like, first of all,
go below our standards. Because think about also just add the content to that. Like we have standards. Hell, but yeah, we lower our standards for you.
For you, you acting like you're the only one that lowered their standards. You think
this high earning man?
You think that because and this is what's crazy. You're broke. You're broke like me. But guess what? You just look good. But guess what? You're broke, but you're. But the crazy part is, I'm not broke. See, broke is when you can't even buy yourself nothing. Broke is and they'll make you believe that you broke. You broke because you can't go to Noble. No, nigga, you're not broke. You just can't afford fucking Noble like the rest of the 98% of the fucking world can't afford Noble. So they'll make you feel like you're less than worthy. But then it's like I said, this is what's tripping me. And then women nobody should want to be, like, everybody wants to be saved. I'm not sitting there saying nobody should want to, but you should want to work with your partner and build something together. You should never want somebody.
To add on that, nobody wants to hear. Men don't want to be saved. Men want the opportunity to save themselves.
Yeah, save themselves.
Women want to be saved.
They want to be saved.
Most generally want to be saved. They want to put themselves in jail. I watched one thing where they said, that's why I said, women never identify themselves as broke.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I see that shit. Yeah, they in the wrong man. But think about how crazy that is for that to even come into your mind. You literally are sitting there, know you broke. And you say, well, you know what? It's not my fault that I'm broke now that I think about it. Because if I had me a rich nigga, I'd be living my best life.
Not even that. They don't even do that. They say I'm not broke. They're just dating the wrong man.
That's what I'm saying. So how the fuck is that? How the fuck are you not broke? Like you can't go and make your own money. You can't make no money. Let's say you were.
One thing I can give them though, they realize they asset.
No, exactly.
A lot of them overvalue.
No, yeah, they overvalue the fuck out of it.
They have their skill, and that's their skill. They realize their skill or their beauty.
Yeah, and you get mad at me though because I realize that your skill is your body, your sex, what you can do, and I'm saying, hey, listen.
I want that beauty.
I want that sex, but guess what? I'm not finna pay you $200 because you look good. I need to pay you $200 because your sex good. Half of you pretty bitches got bap ass pussy. So now you want me to spend $200 because you look good, but your pussy bap. You don't even fuck back. You just sit there like a dead body, and then you want me to pay you $200, $300, $400? No, bitch. Like, and that's what I'm saying. If I fuck with with the bitches I fuck with, if I fuck with you, the better you fuck me, the more money I'm gonna get you. If I start off and I say I start off with 40 because I really believe this shit. None of you hoes pussy is worth more than 40. You bitches, all you bitches need a cell phone bill paid, your light bill. $40 is Gucci. I don't give a fuck what you got. $40 good gas in your car, and it's gonna get you to work. But you ain't gonna go to work. But you still need this 40 though, bro. Don't act like this 40 ain't nothing. And that's what make me mad because if you ain't half you hoes, bro, you get these niggas, they're gonna spend on you because, like I said, a lot of these niggas is lame. The niggas who spend all this money on bitches usually be lame niggas that couldn't get pussy if they didn't have money. Like, let's be honest. Half of you niggas who spend big money, it's because you couldn't get pussy without it. Big dog right here, bro. I stayed getting bitches without no money. If anybody could tell you about me, I usually have my bitches do it for me. That is not me trying to be a pimp. That's just me like, hey, I'm not finna pour into you if you're not finna pour into me. So if you think that I want a girl who all I gotta do is blow I'm good on that, bro. But I know niggas who couldn't get pussy, so they had to spend it. I call them paymasters, which I'm not judging them niggas saying, oh, you shouldn't be a paymaster, because if you got it, then hey, how can I hate, nigga? Like, if you got the money and you can pull a bad bitch, go ahead and do it.
I think we're in an age now where motherfuckers starting early to live their old man retired lifestyle.
That's me,
bro.
You
know, you got motherfucker that I get what you're saying also as well. Like, you ain't gotta pay for pussy, you ain't gotta use your resources.
I'm not saying you ain't gotta use your resources, but what I'm saying is, make sure the person that you're using your resources on is worth using your resources on. They deserve that shit because you work hard for your shit, nigga.
Yeah, that's facts. I think now as motherfuckers get older and motherfuckers start realizing that, like, motherfuckers start, I think a lot of men is falling out of this fairy tale true love type of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Realizing life is transactional.
It is.
But look for it at a transactional point.
And Bo, I don't mean to cut you out, but think about it. Do we don't? It's not like we want that,
right?
We don't want it to be transactional.
We don't, but we'll adapt. The women
we adapt it exactly. You set the standard. Okay, that's all I was saying. Yeah, they set the standards.
So if I know, like, if I try to hit this bitch up and she don't never reply back, or if I want to do a relationship and like I want to be the best for her and she don't respect that. But if I know what's your name, what's your information, I'm gonna fly you out here.
Exactly.
And she respond to that, and then she get to her most femininity then. And I got the resources to do that, and it not costing me, it is nothing to me. I can just use my resources, like, oh, this, that. And now fly up, send you back, and now you may be emotionally connected to that moment, and you gonna always remember that time you got flued out, this and that. But to me, with a person with resources and just use my resources, it's just like shit. It's just like me sending you an Uber.
Yeah.
Now
exactly.
Like, cool. And you still connected to that.
Exactly.
But me, I'm like, on to the next motherfucker. Because I realized, oh, it's transactional. So I know how you get down. The other motherfucker might be in your inbox. Hey, beautiful, blah, blah. I would like to take you outside, please.
Yeah.
It's not working.
It's not working.
I'm like, okay, I got it. Good. Super. Nice way. That's how you do it.
And I agree with you 100% because like it just make good sense. Like people get like my homegirl get mad because she like, you always say that's just good business, but I'm just being honest, bro. Right. Because like you said, I look at relationships like transactions. I'm not finna do a bad business deal that fuck myself over just because you telling me you love me and you want me to, like, no, nigga, you gotta show me. But like I said, just like anything, once something does, if you paying somebody to do something and once they stop doing what you paid them to do, what you do? You let them go and go find somebody new.
Exactly. Hey, I'm gonna need you to clock out.
Women feel like, oh, you can't just let me go because they know that. But listen, and this is real shit. Because you got resources, they're gonna be less likely to just leave than if you were broke, nigga, because they want the resources that you have. They don't want so. Boom, if I say, but you know that I'll let you go. So what you try to do? What most women do? They try to get a baby out of it. Yeah. Oh, if I get a baby out of it, if this nigga let me go, I could just get child support.
Yep.
I could just get child support.
They back up. They exit plan.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm still listening.
But but listen, man, I know we talking about this, but I know you got a couple of videos that you want us to see, nigga. So I want to get into that videos, bro. But it's like, hey, it's been an emotional day for me, bro. So forgive me for speaking my mind, because y'all know me. I'm going to tell my truth and I'm going to speak my mind. I hate saying tell my truth because that shit sound Charlemagne type. But I just been going through some shit like school almost finished, bro. You know, I got finals coming up. I'm trying to study, get right, trying to take I got my cert board coming up for my computer foundation, fundamentals, and my cybersecurity certification test with Cisco. So I've been having a lot of stuff going on, but man, but like you got people, bro, and I'm just saying, bro, you got people who or sit there and talk bad about you, speak ill on you, and then like somebody will come back and tell you, and then they'll be like, "Oh, that person lied to you," and I'm like, "Why would this person lie to me?" It's not like I asked this person, "Hey, do this person be talking about me?" No, they came and told me out the blue. Like, I don't even speak to this person. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to come out the blue and tell you that somebody said some shit about you, and I was like, okay, bet. So you know me, I'm like, okay, bro, because I really don't give a fuck, bro, about people talking about me, bro. And I know a lot of people say that, and then you see them, and it's like, oh, that nigga be caring. Like I don't care, bro. I really
At all.
I don't, nigga. I'm so crazy. Like, I'm willing to die on the hill of like, fuck you, bro. Like, we could do whatever because, but I, like, and I'm one of those people, bro. I got enough people that love me. I got people who fuck with me the long way. And like, that lets me know that I can't be that fucked up of a person because people, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are just a horrible person and people, like, I don't be around people that's just horrible people. And I know that the people that I hate, like you said all the time, if you was around a nigga, we quick to cut niggas off. Hey, bro, you go your way. I love you from a distance. So, bro, like I sit here and think about the world, bro, and the shit that's going on. I see people, like I had people who they found out I was Trumpers, and it wasn't like I was trying to hide that I voted for Trump and I'm a Trump person. But just because I voted for Trump don't mean that everything that Trump do I agree with.
That's the thing about it, though. For people that go with the left or whatever, they got a hope. If you disagree, you get disowned or whatever.
Yeah, you get
Most
this on
thing
like
about what Trump represented in this world today was masculinity, the
yeah,
return of masculinity,
and the return to getting this money.
and common sense, and common sense or whatever.
Yeah, and common
But
sense.
one thing about it, most people that voted, they're able to like say, I agree for this reason, I agree with this, but I don't agree with this. I don't
Yeah,
like he doing this part. Like he
yeah.
fucking up on this part.
And this part too.
We
Yeah,
able to say like what we like and dislike about it.
yeah, exactly.
We're not loyal to this. We
Exactly. I'm
what
not.
you doing for us, we voted for this, Reed.
Yeah,
We don't
exactly.
give a fuck about that. We're not holding. We're not fucking that. Excuse me, that hard fans and loyal to the motherfucker. No,
Yeah,
we
we
voted
not.
for you for it. That's what we expect out of you.
They do. And then if he don't do what he's supposed to do, guess what? We gonna say
Hold
some shit.
accountable.
Just
Yeah.
like, but that's anybody that you deal with. You're not gonna when you go to work, you're not gonna agree with everything that your boss say. But guess what you gotta do? You still gotta do that shit because somebody put them in charge. Now you can sit here and protest and be like, "Hey man, I think that this go better." But if you go to them people and they say, "Nah, we gonna let him do it his way," guess what? You still gotta do it, bro. And that's what I say, bro. Y'all act like we up here like, "Oh, Trump the greatest president," and he bringing. I'm like, bro, this man say. But like I said, I'm smart enough to look at the economy without Trump and see that it was fucked up. And if Trump is bringing in old shit that he been talking about, it ain't like Trump making up some new shit. He been talking about this since '88.
But
He
think
done had
about it.
these things.
When you got motherfucker that's all about a certain topic, like he's saying the same shit the Democrat was talking about years.
Yeah,
They just
exactly.
don't like it because it's Trump doing it.
It's Trump doing it now.
And
Like I
they
said,
got Nancy Pelosi, Obama, Clinton, all these
all these
motherfuckers been
niggas,
talking about terrorists. They've been talking
yeah,
about how
talking
they
about terrorists.
over
Yeah,
other people. Trump just was the one that actually enforced it.
exactly.
But
And
since Trump doing it is bad. It's like
yeah,
Elon, right?
yeah.
People just lose their common sense, right?
But like you said, if it wasn't Elon and it wasn't Trump and it was somebody that they liked, then it wouldn't have been a problem. But because they don't like these niggas, so it's a problem. And like I said, but I realize, and I guess this is the point of what I'm saying. I realize why politics is that taboo conversation. Because like people don't know how to just play it. Like what happened to agreeing to disagree? Okay, bro, I don't agree with you. I think Trump is this, but we can still be cool. It ain't like now we can't be friends because and people really try to treat you like that. Oh, you a Trump? Like I had people say stuff like, "Oh, if you a Trumper, unfollow me. First of all, bitch, I don't like you enough to go try to find you and then unfollow you. So if you really don't want to fuck with me because I'm trying, you're gonna have to unfollow me. But I'm not finna go and unfollow you.
When I seen somebody that had some shit like that, and as I was reading unfollow me, before I finished reading, she would
unfollow that. But people really think that you care because but I grew up in an era where there wasn't social media. So exactly. But that's why I'm so able, and that's why I'm able to connect with people. Because I grew up in a time where you had to meet people face to face, and it's something about talking to somebody face to face and feeling their energy. And you could tell, like, if this person is lying or if this person got some deceitful shit. It's hard to tell that shit when you're on a podcast and you just watching the motherfucker on social media. Because half of the time you just put it on because that's your job. Me and you are trying to make something out of this, but at the same time, niggas can see you laid up half of the time. We're just brothers that talk. And we like to talk about shit that other people like to talk about. So we have these conversations just like everybody else. We have our opinions. We're not saying that you have to follow me, but I guarantee you if you follow me in bold, we won't lead you wrong because we get nothing from it. I really don't give a fuck what you do with your time. Like I said, bro, if you want to have if a nigga want to act like a slave and he want his white girlfriend to act like the slave master and they want to do some shit, and then I see the videos, I'm gonna be like, shit, it couldn't be me, but I get it. I ain't gonna be like, oh, look at that racist woman, and you know that everything got to be way more. Oh, he got trauma. No, bro. I know a lot of niggas that do that kinky shit.
A lot of niggas that like weird shit.
Yeah, niggas like weird shit.
I remember a time, it was a point in my life where I think it was, I don't know what Cat Williams or what that nigga that's showing.
Probably Cat Williams.
And they said,
my nigga Patrice O'Neal.
And one motherfucker said, like, I remember I was just doing, when men we be out, we just be doing some dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't, when you in Gary would ask, like, oh, what you doing? What y'all doing? And you can't say the dumb shit.
Say that you was doing.
So you gotta make up a lie what you doing.
Make up a lie.
The shit that you were actually doing even stupider than that.
That was Kevin Hart. I remember that shit. Yeah. That was Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I just out here following birds. I seen a bird out here following a bird.
But we as men, we'll do shit like that. Like we men, like we simple creatures. So shit that'll make us happy. Women will be like, that shit. Why y'all? You telling me that you and your homeboys went to a park? Y'all seen some shit. Y'all got sidetracked for 2-3 hours. Yeah, nigga, that literally what happened, bro. We were walking. We were supposed to be going to this spot. We end up walking past, saw somebody we knew. We started chopping it up, talking about some bullshit. We wasn't even talking about nothing serious. I got caught up in that shit. That shit, no 2-3 hours we've been talking. Like I tell people don't understand. Nigga, me and you get on this podcast, we always say, bro, we're gonna keep it 2 hours at the most.
Right.
But because we brothers and this how we would talk if we wasn't on this podcast. Nigga, it'd be 4 hours. We'd be like, God damn, bro. We were supposed to do 2 hours. We don't talk 4 hours.
I remember, you remember like before we even started with right? You called me and shit. That's the first time we would call. Yeah, hit me up with
Yeah.
And my ex was here with right? She said, what the fuck y'all talking about for 4 hours?
I remember the time when she was there. She said, oh yeah, I remember that day when she was there. But that's what I'm trying to tell people. And that's what I try to tell people. Like, me and you, we have these conversations without y'all. Like, these are conversations that me and you would be talking about to each other, telling our opinions. We just like, I'm like, shit, you like, bro, you be on that podcast shit, go ahead and talk that shit. I'm like, shit, I'd rather do it with you because you my brother and you, like, nigga, I talk shit. Like, I tell people I don't know how to be official like other podcasts because I know me. I'm not trying to be no fake ass nigga. I ain't finna be fake with y'all and act like, oh, this Sadiddy. Nah, bro. I'm a hood nigga. I do hood shit. I say hood crazy shit, bro. I'm not saying that but I also I'm a jack of all trades. So I know how to be hood when it's time to be hood, but that don't mean that I gotta be hood 24/7 just because I raised in the hood. Yeah, I ain't gotta be no. I used to be a violent ass nigga. I don't have to be a violent nigga 24/7 now, nigga. I don't have to do that.
I know I turn shit off. But think about also like I got like even my homegirl, I've been trying to get her to come on here and talk finance and whatever. She won't like, oh well, what the topic is, what the like, let's come here and have a conversation. I don't know the topic.
Yeah,
we don't know the topic till we start talking.
Yeah,
if we're not trying to have the topic, we never go over the topic.
Yeah, but you tell us what the topic is. You know finances, just come tell us about some finances.
And I told you just gonna have a conversation. It's not gonna be like you present this and you're trying.
Yeah, you ain't got. Yeah,
she actually does workshops or whatever, right? Like not that it can be. We can go around it. You can promote your
yeah. If you wanna, but if she wanna get on this bitch and do a workshop, look, shit, we'll set this bitch up. Podcast. Oh shit! Don't scare me.
He not here?
No, he can't come.
Why?
This nigga 5 hours away.
5 hours away. I thought he
Yes.
was an hour. Where is he?
He's in Grand Fork.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he's 5 hours away, so he can't come.
How he thought he was an hour away?
Cause he's your nephew, and that nigga's crazy.
Wow.
Ever been through some bullshit? Now you like that's nasty word. Cut so deep.